Hey there, Nettie here. Welcome on back to Transcendent Love. If you're new, welcome in, have a seat, take your shoes off, stay a little while. If you're not new and you're returning, hello. Welcome back. And I appreciate whatever area you fall in, whether you're new or not new. I appreciate you viewing always. And I hope you're doing amazing. I hope you're having a fantastic, wondrous, and illuminated day. I am. And Spirit wants to talk to you. Yeah, you. Spirit has a message for the collective today about honoring your time and your commitments and not allowing parasitic energy to suck the life out of your creation in your life. So, Spirit keeps bringing this message to the forefront. It's been a number of other times, but Spirit just keeps bringing it back up because we are more and more on the internet. We are spending a lot of our time there on different social media platforms, but we're not really realizing the detriment that it often causes and havoc that it wreaks on our mental capacity and our energetic capacity. When we're just scrolling on the internet, we're not seeing all that is taking place beneath the surface. And then we get off and we're like, well, where has the time gone? Or one of the things that we often say where our dreams are concerned, and really it's just an excuse, is it just doesn't seem like it's enough time in the day. And some people are really, really busy in their day and they stack their day in such a way that everything kind of works out the way it should and needs to in their day. But others are just making excuses for why things are not working out in the way that they should. There is a way to create with the time that you are given. You just have to be able to allocate the time appropriately to accomplish everything that you say that you want. That's going to be intentionality. That's going to be self love to you because you have some things that you want to create in your experience. And if you're not allocating the time appropriately, then you are not going to be able to accomplish all the things that you say that you want to accomplish. So you have to set some boundaries for yourself and get off this internet doom scrolling on every platform possible there. Listen, and I want you to see that it is not for nothing that there are so many social media platforms. If you are not focused on your alignment and creating things for your life that you endeavor to create, and you're always perpetually consuming the creations that other people have found time to create, then you are putting yourself in many a predicament that you say that you don't want to be in. So you have to choose and decide if you really want those things that you say you want. And making the decision gets you to the next step in your process because then you're able to actively engage with it and align and line out the necessary steps going forward. Spirit will help you and will give you everything you need to move forward, but you have to be able to be aware and attentive to the direction when it's given. Social media sucks that away from you. It is a parasite, and you are infiltrated with all of these different mindsets and all these different viewpoints and all these different things. And it's not all bad, but if it's not helping you to get to where you're trying to be, then it becomes not good for you. And then you get off, like you just see all these different things and you have all this stuff just getting inside of you and just swirling about, and you wonder why you can't focus. Then you finally get off and quietness feels weird. It feels like you're missing something. Like you got to have something playing in the back always, even if you're not really paying attention to it. And you are just, even when you got something that's always playing in the background, if it's not something that is shaping your mind in the direction that you want to go, and even that should be limited because you need to be able to hear your own inner guidance. But if you do happen to have things playing in the background at times, It needs to be shaping your mind. It needs to be pushing you and propelling you in the direction that you say that you want to go. Not just mindless listening, because it seems mindless. It never is. It never is. It's always subliminal messaging, auto suggestion. And you don't even realize that you're shaping your mind with all of those things. And then when something finally clicks, when the music and the words and the background noise finally goes off, you're like, you look up one day and you're kind of like, well, I haven't accomplished any of my goals. Life is so hard. This sucks so much. I can't seem to get a rein on things. No, you absolutely can get a rein on things. You absolutely can accomplish all the things that you decide to accomplish if you sit down somewhere and focus and not allow all these things into your ear and eye gates for consumption. You can do anything that you put your mind to. But you need to make up your mind on what it is that you are desirous to do and stop making excuses and allowing social media and TV and whatever it is that you spend a lot of time doing that is not accomplishing your goals. Stop allowing those things to suck the life out of your creation. You have to create this life. You have to create all that it is that you want to see it be and do. This is on you. You can't give it away, or you can't give it to God and just hope for the best, which is what we are accustomed to doing a lot of times. That is not how real life works. You have to align yourself with what it is that you say that you want. So you'll be waiting on God and God be waiting on you. You be waiting on source, you be waiting on universe, and source, the universe be waiting on you. Align yourself. And not just giving it to God and just waiting to see what happens, thinking that there's nothing to do on your part, is wishful thinking. It's wishful thinking and an escape. You're using God or source or universe as a scapegoat, an excuse for why you haven't accomplished all the things that you want to accomplish. So stop it. Stop it. Let's be real here. Uh, Faith without works is dead, is what the scripture says, huh? So you got to redirect. You got to focus your energy. You have to take an inventory of the things that you're doing on a regular basis and create boundaries and set yourself in the best possible and prosperous position. This is on you. This is your creation. You want what you say or not? Do you want what you say or not? It's really just that simple. Now, Spirit will lead you and guide you along the entirety of the way, but set yourself in position. If you can't hear because you always got social media in your ears and in your eyes, you can't blame Spirit for not leading you. You got to blame yourself for not putting yourself in a position to be able to hear. Spirit is always talking. Spirit is always giving you intuitive nudges and inspired action to take toward that next step. And your life don't have to be hard as hell, and your way don't have to be hard as hell with this productivity model. If you get some of this stuff, clear it out. Detox. Spirit is saying you need to detox on a number of different levels, in fact. Well, we started with social media, so Spirit is talking about definitely do the social media detox. Limit your time, set some boundaries around it. Don't be on there giving your time to all of these other creations and things that people have going on that's pulling you away from your focus for your own stuff. There's a need for a detox of your body too, is what Spirit is saying too, because that's another reason why your mental capacity is flooded and foggy, why you can't often see straight. You need to clean up your eating habits. So whoever that's for, the Spirit has been giving you these different nudges about different routes to take. Also, Spirit is saying, in the way of, it's not just the internet that is parasitic to your accomplishments. Also, you need to actually do a parasite cleanse for your body. and look up parasite cleanses. Get something that is really natural to be able to clean out your system, because you have not only the external parasites that you engage with on the internet, but you actually have physical parasites within your body. And Spirit is saying that if you first, many of us have parasites and we don't really recognize that we do. And one of the natures of parasites is that they cause you to do a lot of things that you don't necessarily characteristically do, but you don't know that because you're not privy to the information or the knowledge and awareness of actual parasites in your body. Your gut health is extremely important and requires a lot of your attention. It is your second brain. So you have need to clean up everything that's going on in your gut and every other thing outside of that that you have going on bodily will clear up. So Spirit is saying people with joint pain it's inflammation and that kind of thing that is being caused by your consumption and the parasitic nature of the parasites that are actually within you. So there's a need to get that cleaned up and to look into some cleanses that can help you to clean out your system in that way. And outside of your body with some of these other relationships that are parasitic to you as well, it's time to clean those up as well. All of these different parasites in your life that keep you from being able to focus on the things that you are supposed to be focused on, that you say that you want to get accomplished, it's time to clean those up. It's time to rid yourself of those energies and critters so that you can actually focus on what it is that you're trying to focus on. So parasites in a couple different fashions is what Spirit is saying. Um, yeah, that was a lot. But yeah, Spirit is just wanting to get you in the space that your desires to be, that you say that your desires to be. If you say that you don't want those things anymore, then you don't want them anymore, and you can change your mind. You have the free will to change your mind, and you have the free will to do any other thing. But Spirit is saying whatever it is that you decide is still going to require the same. It's still going to require the same process because it is, there is a measure of self love in this. Not even a measure, it is self love to align yourself with the things that you say you want. Spirit is saying that a lot of us are, instead of aligning with the thing that we say that we want, we're making excuses and going another route as if that route is going to be a lot easier, if it's going to show up another way. But no, it is not. You still have to do the required thing to align yourself to be able to get to whatever that thing is, whether you change your mind or not. So you may as well do the thing that you are most desirous to do and actually put forth the effort intentionally to do. There's some places that you cannot go and you cannot do and accomplish the things that are within that realm that you say because you are not wanting to sit down and do this shadow work. That is a lot of the reason why Spirit is saying that we keep so many things in our mind, in our face, ears, and eyes as a distraction. It keeps us from looking at ourselves. And we have need to look at ourselves because it is love to be able to search the depth of who you are and change for the thing that you say that you want. That is evolution, that is growth. It is absolutely necessary. And it's good to be on the other side of things. Why would you want to stay the same? Nothing in this world stays the same. Even the Spirit said, even the people you say never change, they changing. Now, it may not be in a way that you are desirous for them to change, and maybe you don't see it as for the betterment of who they are. That ain't for you to call. Just know that everything changes. And if they're not changing in a way that fits your life, it's time for them to go. Get them parasites up out of there. Yeah. Spirit said that you were hoping for another message on that front would change with other people. It's not that. It don't have. This is about you. This is about you changing for the thing that you say that you want. This ain't ever about nobody else. It's easy to try to make it about other people. Why? because that takes the focus off of self. You got to love you. You got to look at you. Put your blinders on, hold your mirror up, and have a discussion with yourself, your higher self, your spirit guides about what it is that you need to do to bring about the desired outcome in your life. What kind of life do you want to live? Whatever that is. You don't have no limits for real, but you give yourself limits. Keeping all this stuff in your space and in your face, you create those limits. You give yourself bounds to run up against always. You really don't have limits in this life. Sky is not the limit. There is no limit. You're no limit soldier. But for real, you don't have limits. So you need to conduct your life as such. You have to put yourself in this mental frame. The more you see yourself with limits, the more you fight to keep them. And the more you get to keep them. And then the more you get to complain, and the more you get to be a victim of life because it's not enough time in a day, and these things are not going my way, and this is not going the way that I thought it might, or it should have, could have, would have, whatever. You really don't have the limits that you place on yourself. They're fake. It's a facade. But we have to see ourselves better. We got to get into a space where we actually allow better for ourselves. So important. And don't pay so much attention, Spirit is saying, to what other people think of you. It don't matter. Only opinion that matters of you is yours. Problem is, when you're not thinking highly of yourself or more highly than you are, that gives and presents to you a lot of limitations. And then you start to look at other people and what do they think and what do they say and how do they feel? Nobody gives a damn what they say, feel, or think about you. You shouldn't. It doesn't change your life in one way or another, except that you give it an excuse to. I'm not going to do this because they feel that way. Why? Your life don't have nothing to do with them for real, except that they're presenting to you a mirror and they're there to teach you something. It's not for you to care a lot about what they think. It's just showing you what you already think. So you see something, they present something to you, and it's an idea that you are not comfortable with. Explore that. You search that in yourself, not to get down on yourself, not to be like, oh my God, they think I'm this, they think I'm that. And also, only some of that they think is true because they still have their own free will. Listen, worry about yourself. Mind your own business. Your business is accomplishing all your goals. Okay? Okay. Anyway, listen, we gotta do better. We can't have Spirit over here getting all on our head about stuff. It's still love. Don't you ever get it twisted, because it's still very much love. And Spirit is still giving this message in love. It's no different. It's just that for some reason, on this beautiful day, y'all got Spirit talking strong to y'all, okay? Apparently you needed it this way. Because that's how it came. And I'm just the messenger. But anyway, I know you know, but all the Spirit says is true. So take it how you must, apply it in all the ways that are beneficial to you, and get moving on what you say. What you say you want. Keep your word to yourself. This is what builds or breaks your confidence within yourself. Keep your word to yourself. You say you're going to do something, do it. Yeah, you said you're going to start working out, do it. You're going to start eating better, do it. you're going to create this amazing thing that you want to create, do it. Because you can. You wouldn't have the desire if you couldn't. Anyway, go on in love and in light and create this masterful masterpiece that is your life. And it's always in only love and light, okay? Be great. Until next time. Holla.